Hey there, this is Friendo, and this is a reply to Theology from the X Side. I actually missed this video I'm responding to, just being on the road. But there are a couple points that I want to make here concerning the issue of evidence and proof being on one side, and relationship with God being on the other side. So I think for atheists who don't believe in God, we definitely are looking for some kind of evidence or proof. And to carry on a relationship with God is to presuppose the existence of God. Like you said in your previous video, faith is necessary for the process. So I agree with the way you break it out, and I think one of the main problems that Christians run into in apologetics is attempting to portray their relationship, whatever that experience is, whatever they would say their relationship with God is, and try to portray that as proof, portray that as some kind of evidence. I know that God exists because I talk to Him. And I don't think that anyone can present that argument and kind of expect that to be compelling evidence. Although, I mean, there are people who are very tuned into the idea, people who like the idea of a personal spiritual relationship. But those kinds of people don't tend to become atheists. Just want to throw that out there. So that may just be stating the obvious, but that's my thought on this is, for an atheist, there's not a whole lot. If the argument that you're making is, I need to see some kind of evidence, I need some kind of material proof, then that isn't in any way satisfied by an individual saying, well, I have a personal experience with God. To use your analogy of a relationship, you say you're married, I say you're not. You can produce a woman on camera with you, say that's your wife, and then I kind of have to take it on faith whether or not that person really is your wife. But based on the video, we can agree that it's a woman and that you are in the same vicinity. So from there, it's not that big of a leap. It doesn't take much of a stretch of the imagination to look at that and say, well, he probably is married to this particular woman. That's not the only scenario. But at that point, it's a reasonable assumption. I would say that you have reasonably supported the argument that you're making. The thing with atheists, why we don't really trust that kind of this kind of argument. I have a relationship with God, and you can take my word, or you can use that as like a first step on your own road. Would be the issue that I dealt with in a previous video, the fake lesbians rant, that people can carry on entire relationships online without being honest about anything. And I think that a lot of people have an experience that relates to that through their path through the church. Consider the People's Temple, the Branch Davidians, any number of cult entities, and they're not common enough, I think, to be considered representative of mainstream Christianity, but they are there. That is the that is one of the risks that you take coming into a spiritual community. I think that is very much where a lot of atheists come from when they say, I'm not going to subscribe to something, I'm not going to believe something without some kind of proof or evidence. We're very leery of charlatanry. So those are my thoughts on the issue, and I'd love to hear back any thoughts that you have. So take care. I'm Friendo.